Hello everyone and welcome back for some more Menele in Princess of Darkness. And last time we started a war over the Duchy of Tunis. And that's gonna be our first step to re-establishing Carthage. But last time we also started to embrace Fibonacci, the famous mathematician. And he'll be done soon. We also started to ghoul this guy. And I kinda regret it because he's kind of terrible. So I think we're gonna just abandon that scheme. Let's not waste blood on him. And we are gonna go and find some spouses for our ghouls. So let's start by sorting by prowess. I added some filters here, so we get mortals inside diplomatic range and with not being a ruler, because they mostly showed up people who didn't want to marry my ghouls. So let's have a look here. Okay, so I had to edit out some of that because that was taking an annoyingly long time. But apparently the top guy wanted to marry one of my ghouls. And he doesn't have any, like, special traits, but he does have nice prowess. And this should bring him to our court anyway. So let's do that, and let's see. Oh, maybe not. Well, maybe when they get married. So let's start like that. Oh, and our ally agreed to join. Let's... Oh, we're paused. So... And our other buddy wanted to go through with the marriage. Good. So let's have a look at our ghouls. Wait, you're the one who got married. Yeah. Yeah, so now he's our courtier. So let's ghoul him. What? What? Okay, you know what? We can let you lead the army for now. Merge. Manipulate ghoul. No. Like so. There. And now we can ghoul him. So, we started that. Now we can switch back. There we go. So, we started to ghoul her husband, and hopefully they'll have some kids once he becomes a ghoul, and then we'll have some revenants, and that's gonna be always good to have. And since he's actually pretty strong in combat, he's gonna be a good knight, especially when he becomes a ghoul, because they usually get a little bit combat prowess from it. So I have orchestrated events of Fibonacci has fallen within my clutches. In a secluded place he will not be able to escape. Shall I grant immortality even if it means his damnation? Will he be grateful, or will he resent me forever? Did my sire have these thoughts? Embrace him. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna wait for... Okay, so they're going straight for the landing. We're gonna wait for our ally to come and hang out. Your new child has taken his first tentative steps into the night, now experienced enough to understand how to feed. It will soon be time to begin a formal education, which will be very important for his future, but also for your relationship. What will your approach be? So, we can teach him his place, but that will be... He will be a lame vampire if we do that. We want him to be able to spread his wings and do things on his own, not just as a servant. We can keep him close, but with some liberties, or let him just do whatever the fuck he wants and let him figure it out. And I think we'll just let him figure it out. I'm not too worried. And they are almost there, so I think we can start moving. And I say we land over there. Let's see. Lately, you have been able to take care of your child. You haven't been able to take care of your child much. You hoped that this newfound freedom would result in some interesting insight Fibonacci could discover on his own, but not quite. Still resenting you for being turned into a vampire, this unruly neonate has started publicly doubting your authority and not answering your rare summons. This could escalate quickly if you don't stop this behavior now. Oh no, I don't want to be rivals. So... yeesh. Well, it's just a year, so I guess that's not too bad. We can manage for a year. Matters of faith. So far, your child has followed your faith mostly because you said so. Obviously, though, he is far from understanding the inner workings of the beast and how to deal with it. You will have to take some time to start this part of the teaching, or hire some learned practitioner of the road to help your progeny along. So we can gain a bunch of piety for the cost of some stress, and as I understand it, I haven't talked about this, but stress in Prince of Darkness I think is a little bit different than stress in normal Crusader Kings, because it's you don't get as much stress as I understand it, but it's harder to get rid of. And basically when it's 3 out of 3, the beast just takes over. I think that is how I've understood it from what I've read. But I might be wrong. So generally I'm gonna try to be a little bit careful with the stress. And I mean, we're fine on stress, but we have the money. So, and we don't really spend it on anything right now, except for our army, but I mean, we're still positive even with our army raised, so I think we'll go with just paying someone to teach him. Because we make like a lot of money when we don't have our stuff raised. And we're gonna sit here a little bit so our recent landing doesn't give us penalties, but I think we can start moving now. Your child always needed something to believe in during his mortal days. As such, you aren't overly surprised that he lashed on to Villa Caeli as his road of predilection. Well, that was terrible. What you weren't expecting, though, is the sheer fervor he's shown so far. You aren't moved by many things nowadays, but perhaps a pure show of devotion can be one of those few things. Man, I can't read today. Oh, we can both convert to it, or we can gain some piety. So, did you... Oh, you still have Via Humanitatis, which is followers of Via use human condition to fight their beast, remembering that they were ordinary mortals before they bestowing with Cain's curse. They place an emphasis on human virtues such as freedom, the human heart and soul, and reason and intelligence as a separator of man from beast. Okay, well, I don't think we want to convert, so I am what I am. And let's go attack those. Maybe some ally will even join us, like these guys, would be helpful. An education, the presentation. It is time for your child to be formally presented to your court, or it is. I feel like this should be, or is it? Like it's not time. Whatever. This traditional part of the Cainite society is fraught with both opportunities and dangers, as your courtiers and vassals will certainly look for any weakness worth exploiting in your new protege. You could skip the whole affair, but this won't reflect well on you. Well, let's do it, but you better behave yourself. Okay, so they have way more numbers, but our knights are amazing, and with some reinforcements we'll beat their ass. An education, friendly vassal. One of your vassals really took a liking to your child during the presentation. Genuine or politically minded, it doesn't really matter as long as it keeps the peace in your realm. You join them as they are talking heartily to each other. So, I'm glad you're getting along. Oh shit! They maimed her! But he maimed... There's a lot of maiming. So, I'm glad they're getting along, or... gain some prestige. I mean, I don't know what I gain from he having a friend. That just sounds like something they would... like they would... plot against me. So let's not encourage things. Okay, so... yeah, okay. Let's just siege this down. Wait, why did it reset the siege? It should take 6 months, that's fine. You have done what you could. Your child has learned the ways of your condition, the methods to use to control the beast, and even how to approach the clans and their subtleties. Perhaps it will suffice, or perhaps you have created the most dangerous foe you will ever face. Time will tell. As it always does. That feels like a typo. You're no longer a helpless fledgling. But you are still my child. Oh, speaking of which, we were gonna talk to our grandson about the teachings of Carthage. Although I feel like he might have been around during that time. Maybe we just do it to Fibonacci. He's new. He needs to learn about... Wait. Why can't I... Oh, there. Oh, they can't in our court. Well, aren't you in my court? You should be. Okay, whatever. Teachings of Carthage. As perhaps the most respected brujah still active in these nights, you have enough influence to take any member of your clan sit and listen to you if you put your mind to it. The preparations out of the way, you only have to think about what exactly you will teach this one. If the conflict with Helena taught you something, it's that you don't have all the time in the world for only one person. There's only one way to master your beast. That's our religion, yeah? I haven't checked our religion that much. The dedicated are defined by the 3 bases of entelechy. I don't know how to pronounce that. Andrea, manliness, Enkratia, inner strength, and Sophrosyne, inner control. Yeah, those... I don't know how to pronounce those words. Human restraint, like mercy or sympathy or consideration, are beneath them. When a dedicated meet a group of his clanmates, he assumes leadership over them, pointing to the obvious inferiority of his opposites and not shying away from killing vampires who would disobey their orders. Okay, yeah, this is perfect. So, we can get some learning lifestyle, or self-control is the key. That just loses stress. That's neat, I guess, but let's get some learning experience, I guess. How much would we need to get a skill point in that? Because I feel like that's gonna be mostly the same each time. So if we teach 10 times, we get a skill point. And that cost 150, so it's not just nothing to get that. Weren't the... No, it was sway. I thought ghouling was the scheme thing, not sway thing. Okay, we can just hurry up. Loyal retainer. Oh, it's our ghoul. So, after careful preparation and planning, you were able to recruit this mortal as your ghoul thrall. Good. Now go have many revenants. And he is our courtier. Very good. Not great in any position, but he is a great knight. And he got potence, so he's even better. Just gotta make sure that you're on allow. You are perfect. Yeah, our top 15 is pretty strong. I'm happy with it. Oh, and we need to feed and get rid of some exposure. We can unpause. We're just sieging. Oh, actually, we finished that. Let's go and siege down the... This is the capital, yeah. And we can slow down a little bit. So, let's first of all cover up Masquerade. And... Oh! Gain a bunch of stress. Let's not do that. I like the money one because we're making a lot, and I mean, this is just guaranteed. And this will cause hunger, so let's just pay it off. We can kill other times. Oh, we actually got to 0. That's perfect. Oh, it's hard for a brujah to work with others in their clan. Tempers erupt all too frequently and disaster ensues. But when will they take up a common cause? A group of brujah or cadre are a force to be reckoned with. I haven't noticed this. I guess I am not that attentive. So, let us... What do we have a lot of? Not piety. We are actually negative in piety. Let's find some merchants. Some potential ghouls and or just some juicy people. No, you're terrible. No, go away. And you're terrible. And you're terrible. So I don't want any of these in my court in general, because they are completely worthless. So let's... Oh god. Yeah. Hold on. Just a second. You don't need to be commander right now. You can be a commander. Hey, look at that. We're in the same area. Hunter. And we're just gonna drain her. Because I don't care if she dies, because she is terrible. Oh, wait. That's... I always get mistaken on where the Baron is. Oh. And what the hell are you doing? Just... Let's go kill these bastards. Oh, and we should take over. Because we are way better at commanding an army. And we got a wounded Ataria again. Which is terrible. Oh, but... I think this just needs one more tick and we should be fine. Because we should have... The war goal? Yeah? Yeah. Why? Oh, because we're not holding this. Okay, let's go kill these guys. That'll finish this war. That will give us war score. A shameful truth has reached the light of day. My vassal, Count Prius, has an affair with his lover, Farnaz. I do not see what the fuss is about. It is not as if lust is a natural affliction. Okay, so... My marshal and some human. Not a terrible human. She's a fornicator. I mean, her stats aren't horrible, but I mean, she doesn't have any good traits, so... Yeah, sure. They're terrible people. Fuck them. My marshal, Count Prius, has brought forward undeniable evidence that... Did he just have a child as a vampire with a human? I don't think that's how it works. Shiraz was fathered by none other than him. I wonder, did Shiraz know about her true heritage, or is this as much news to her as it is to me? Will this revelation become a blessing or a curse? I don't think that's how that works, but fine. Perfect. Now we have the Duchy of Tunis. Our first step towards Carthage is finished. Let's see, what exactly do we need? We need 50 or more. That's a lot, but guess we'll just have to get to conquering. And we have to kill the Roman prick. But we're not that far off from being able to fight him. It's not like we can abduct him. No, that is not gonna happen. Because, oh, but the murder scheme, we might be able to. It will take 17 years. And you won't be able to feed, because I think this is the same kind of scheme and this will interrupt. But that is an option. We could just invade him as well. Who created a faction? Who's the bastard? Oh, so it's some count? Wait, there's a strong fucking count. Well, let's delay out some. So we hold Tunis. What's in here? There's a lot of levies. And that's a lot of levies. Principal City is very strong. Yeah, we need that. And I'm fine with the prestige hit for that amount of levies. And yeah, we want to keep Tunis. Guess we can get rid of Olbia. It's probably our weakest county. So let's grant it to... Hey, we can give it to Fibonacci. There you go. Enjoy. And... yeah, too many duchies. I don't think... Oh, Corsica. I think we can grant Corsica to... let's see. Well, not to him. He's just pissy. And could give it to this guy because he is gonna like us. Yeah, let's butter him up with giving him Corsica. There he is. Yeah. Yeah, now he's gonna be super happy with me because we are now the rightful liege and we gave him the duchy. And the demand of conversion is gonna go down even further, so he's gonna be fine. Nominate a successor. Yeah, sure, our son. I feel like if he will succeed me, not sure that we would necessarily continue playing because this is the story about Menele. Although we might. We'll see. But I feel like this is like the story of this vampire, so... And we could marry off Fibonacci. Because, I mean, could just do it for the alliance. Kingdom of Germany. That's a pretty strong ally. So, could also Course of Love, which is basically all of France. But yeah, let's ally Germany. That sounds good. That'll make me feel really safe. So we have some pretty strong alliances now. Can we just... Oh! Who are you? And you are attacking who? I call on your honor to honor our alliance to join me in the holy war for the Duchy of Tibesti. I mean, sure. Who did I ally? When did I ally you? Oh, it's my half-brother. Okay, let's get rid of some of these. And let's get rid of this one. Do we care? I mean, we can just let this go. Blood! You've tracked your prey. You take the first bite and she succumbs to the kiss. How much blood will you drink? It's just... Let's just completely drain her. It's just 4% and we are at like masquerade 0, so... Sanguine resonance. That's not what we want. So, now we're feeling well and we look like a freak. See about the Navarre. So who are you? You got pretty good stats. So we could get another child if we want some... I don't know who this is, like, historically though. Few individuals better represent knightly ideals than Thibaut the Navarre does. He has lived through deadly intrigue and orchestrated some, gone on a successful crusade, loved a forbidden woman, a queen no less, and written so many songs as beloved trouveur. All the while he also managed to climb the feudal hierarchy from Count of Champagne to King of Navarra, where he had a successful reign. You have recently learned that on return from a trip to Champagne, Thibault has fallen gravely ill and his escort has slowed down. This might be a unique opportunity for your agents to save the dying king and bring him to court. An accomplished man such as himself is an interesting candidate for embrace. I mean, he's got good stats. It's weird how he's unlanded considering he's a king. But I guess he's unlanded in Vampire Society. So, do we want this guy? I don't know. How many children do we want? We have a couple. Well, we have 3. Although I think some of them aren't hanging out with us. Like this guy. He's all the way over there. I mean, yeah, let's get another one. Why not? It gives us some good characters and so on. And we can ignore this war for now. You can see if we can... Oh. We can't really afford holy wars right now. Oh, we lost. Bummer. Okay, so he's no longer a ruler. And he's fucking strong. Hey, you wanna hang out over here? Yeah! Perfect! That's a very good knight. And he's my half bro. Let's see, who... Yeah, I mean, how are you half brother? How does that work? Because Troile is our father. Or sire, rather. Not father, mother. So how are we half brothers? Shouldn't we just be brothers? That's weird. Maybe that's just how how they call it in World of Darkness. I actually never thought of it. But yeah, our brother moved in. He gonna bring the whole family back. Oh, and yes, invite Hetaria every time we can. Oh, and I guess we can find some more mortals, and we might do a little skip here as well. There we go. Now we found someone. He's not super strong prowess or anything, but he is robust, which is congenital. So, yeah. Go have a bunch of revenants. Perfect. So, let's manipulate our ghouls. Deft diplomacy. Your Chancellor Duke Kentic Kurt has worked hard to convince our neighboring realms and vassals that the peace treaty I entered with Duchess of Lildera is flawed, illegitimate, and unfair to me. I am once again free to declare war upon her as I please. Hey, sweet! I am happy with that. So, you are married. I want you to be my ghoul too. Because you need to have a long, healthy life so you can make many, many revenants for me. And he's not terrible. I mean, he's not great, but he's not terrible. So, we could declare on you again. Oh, and we have a bunch of claims. Whoa, that's expensive. And that's even more expensive. Oh, shit. Alright, because we are allied with two very strong people. That's why this is so high. And we increased ours as well. A lot, so. And apparently my cat is very upset that it was expensive to declare that war. And yeah, okay. I think we have to let some time pass. Or actually, can we just buy the claim? But that's piety. Oh, and let's have a look at some. Ooh, he's strong. He's very expensive, but he's not terrible. But I think we are gonna have to end the episode here, partly because it's going long, and partly because my cat is hanging around the microphone and yelling at me. So thank you so much for watching, and next time we're gonna keep eating out of North Africa here and see if we can find some fun people. Oh right, shit. Also, gotta remember to. Did he leave the king guy? Forgot what he's called. Navarran guy. Okay, I guess I'll look through this and in between episodes. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider leaving a comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.